What is the difference between Marchman Act and Baker Act? Have you ever wondered how the legal system helps those struggling with addiction and mental health issues? Today, we will clarify the differences between the Marchman Act and the Baker Act. Both laws are designed for involuntary commitment, but they serve different purposes. The Baker Act focuses on mental health crises. It is meant for individuals facing mental illnesses like depression, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia. These conditions can lead to situations where a person may be a danger to themselves or others. In contrast, the Marchman Act specifically addresses substance abuse disorders. It applies to individuals who have lost control over their use of alcohol or drugs, posing risks to themselves or others. When it comes to criteria for involuntary admission, the Baker Act requires that an individual has a mental illness and is an imminent danger to themselves or others. They must also be unable to care for themselves. On the other hand, the Marchman Act requires that a person is impaired by substance abuse to the point of being a danger to themselves or others, or unable to make rational decisions about their treatment. The initiation process for both acts can involve law enforcement, mental health professionals, or family members. However, the Marchman Act typically requires a court order for involuntary admission. The Baker Act allows for immediate detention by authorized professionals for evaluation. Now, let's talk about the duration of involuntary detention and treatment. Under the Baker Act, individuals can be held for mental health evaluation for up to 72 hours. After that, further treatment can be ordered for up to 6 months or longer, depending on the case. In contrast, the Marchman Act allows for involuntary assessment and stabilization for up to 5 days initially. Treatment can then extend up to 60 or 90 days based on court orders and specific circumstances. The facilities involved also differ. The Baker Act utilizes designated mental health receiving facilities and state hospitals that provide psychiatric care. The Marchman Act, however, involves licensed substance abuse treatment facilities that specialize in detoxification and addiction treatment. Both acts provide legal protections for individuals, including rights to legal representation and hearings to review the legality of their detention and treatment. Under the Baker Act, a hearing typically occurs within 5 days to determine continued commitment. For the Marchman Act, hearings happen within a few days of the court petition to decide on involuntary treatment. In summary, while both the Marchman Act and the Baker Act allow for involuntary commitment, they focus on different issues. The Baker Act is for mental health crises, while the Marchman Act targets substance abuse disorders. Understanding these differences is essential for addressing the specific needs of individuals facing these challenges.